Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the head apostles of the great millstone that have taught me what I know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and as well as even including the bishops on down as well, and it's your brother Laban, of course. And I have another video over here, and as this reads in this article called The Natural News, which at times, actually a lot of the times, some good stuff is always brought out on his website by this individual, Mike Adams, which he runs, another social media like platform like Brighteon. And, he touches on things that usually the mainstream media ain't going to touch on, of course, So, a lot of people are really getting into stuff like this because obviously it's the truth and it's more interesting. And it just goes to show you that truth is more interesting than lies, So let's get into it. As this reads, far from being an ally, Israel is actually America's most dangerous enemy. And this is what he puts it to be. As this reads over here, and it reads, an exclusive Brighteon Broadcast News episode, Mike Adams shared his thoughts and concerns about his recent events unfolding around the world. The main focus of up-and-coming discussion is Israel's bombings in Damascus, which targeted the residence of the Iranian ambassador, resulted in several high-level Iranian individuals being killed. Although the ambassadors survived the attack, this act by Israel has escalated tensions and potentially set the stage for World War III. And just to include the scripture, as the scriptures reads in the book of Revelations, if I'm correct, but it's somewhere in the book of Revelations where it mentions the third woe, which is coming quickly. And when you look at what's going on, or what's been happening in Ukraine, to what's been going on in the East, things have been done, moves have been made, because this is where it's going to end. All right, it's going to end all in the third woe. And primarily what I'm talking about is this whole entire world as you know it as, and including America, will be totally destroyed. And so what Israel is doing is Israel is leading America to that scenario. Mike Adams challenges the common belief that Israel is America's greatest ally, arguing instead that they are our most dangerous enemy as they attempt to involve the U.S. in a global conflict. Now, what I want to do is I want to go down here because, this is basically another point that I want to read into, which as to why he explains that is the case. But, in saying that, I do agree with him. Anyway, so this reads, in light of these events, Netanyahu's behavior is erratic and dangerous as he seems willing to do anything to involve America in a war with Iran. This may be its only way of ensuring Israel's survival, although its chances look bleak due to Netanyahu's actions. Consequently, appears to be taking an all or nothing approach, which could lead to a disastrous consequence for both him and Israel, and as well as America too, just to include, because I've spoken about the Prime Minister of Israel, and Israel is that untamable nation that America really has no power to tame. And because it's undisciplined, untactful, undiplomatic ways, right? As this guy puts it, the all or nothing approach, that mindset or that spirit is going to lead to basically America getting involved in this war. And I mean, that's in the book of Jeremiah 49, which really what he's saying over here, he is, without him even realizing, Mike Adams in this case. This is Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, which the term counsel over here means the purpose. And let's just go and see if I'm correct on that, right? Exactly. Aisha, which means to make, advice, purpose, counsel. There you have it. Ayatazah is. So it reads that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman, which is the Germans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, and surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, because even including Israel is going to be desolate. You can even read that in the book of Ezekiel 38. So, right about now, speaking about Benjamin Netanyahu, it came out that he got the hernia, and they're saying he's just now recovering. I mean, we really don't know, until he starts walking again. But basically he's not in a good place right now as it stands. He's in the hospital, and so there you have it. And this prime minister right here, he's very proud. He thinks of himself as a god. He's a megalomaniac. But the Most High plagued him with this. Something he done to where he got plagued with this, just to show that he's just a mere mortal. All right, that's all he is. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, they're just men that the Most High has given them power to rule for a season and to demonstrate, what they can bring to the table, which all they've brought is wickedness, and to fulfill prophecy. And once prophecy is all said and done on their behalf, they're going to be taken out the way, and they're going right into slavery under us. Okay? And they're really going to be hating on us because we're going to be the powers they wish they could have been. All right? Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu recovering after hernia surgery, hospital says. The Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is recovering after undergoing hernia surgery Sunday, which was successful. A hospital spokesperson said Netanyahu's office said the hernia was discovered during a routine checkup, and that the Prime Minister was under to be full anesthesia and unconscious for the procedure. In a new briefing Sunday, Netanyahu took the time to thank people who checked in on him following his diagnosis. And just to say too, he might be all right because he has a role to fulfill. And like I've mentioned, like I've read, he's going to fulfill this prophecy because the mindset and the attitude that this man has is perfect. I mean, he's absolutely fitting because this is a guy that's not diplomatic in his approach and how he's approaching Iran and many other enemies that may be in the East. He's just all or nothing, like my man said. All right. And this dude with the attitude that he got, because, we already know the deal with America and as well as down here in Great Britain. I mean, our politics is being controlled by people like this. That's why Western countries like England and America especially are supporters of Israel, and I don't just want to just say supporters of Israel, but I'm saying, these two countries are the biggest ass kissers to the state of Israel. Why? Because primarily, who's really running Western government is people like this. And that's why they got to kiss their ass so hard. All right. Just to mention anyway. So the thing of it is, Israel is definitely going to be leading the way to lead America to desolation. Let me see if I can read some more on this as well. Oh yeah, verse 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, and at the cry of the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So the destruction is going to be so astronomical on the worldly stage to the point where the other side of the world are going to feel and as well as hear the noise of their fall. All right. Let me read this again. The earth is moved. Salakia, let's read this again. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall and at the cry The noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So even so, on the eastern side, the destruction of America by this third world, which is coming quickly, is going to be so astronomically great that it's even going to be witnessed on the other side of the world, man. All right. The Most High is gonna pretty much make a very powerful example out of America as he did Sodom and Gomorrah, as that's written in the book of Peter somewhere, the 3rd chapter, if I'm correct. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra, and at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. So there you have it. So yeah, this is Jeremiah 49 and verse 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, and at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So there you have it, man. Like I said, their destruction is going to be even heard on a global scale and even on towards the east part of the world. That's how bad it's going to be. All right. The whole world is going to bear witness to the destruction of America. And that's going to be a way in how the Lord is going to make a prime example out of old daughter of Babylon, as well as he did during the time on what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah with those brimstones. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra, and at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs, right? Because when Yahweh makes his second return, he's going to show that he's the real power here on this earth. And that the men that were so-called in power were just that, so-called in power. And just like I mentioned about this guy, Netanyahu, this dude is proud, man. I mean, he got proud written all over his face and his demeanor. But the Most High struck him with a disease such as hernia. Okay, let's even get that scripture, because the Lord did that. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me, and I kill and I make alive. Here's the point: I wound and I heal, and neither is there that can deliver out of my hand. So, I believe, man, this dude, he gonna be all right, man. Okay, we'll have to wait and see, because sometimes the media be lying, saying that, yeah, this person's doing okay, when in fact that's not the case. Case in point, Kate Middleton, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right. So, this individual, like I'm gonna say again, he's all right, probably, as I'm probably guessing, and I would have to agree with what's being said here on NBC News. Because this individual, when we're talking about prophecy, which is what it's all about, this dude is the perfect guy. All right. That's going to lead America to its demise. That's as what's written over here. With that all or nothing, undiplomatic, untactful personality that man got, man. So I think I've said what I had to say on this. Yeah, I think I've said what I had to say on this. With that, I want to give. Oh, yeah, right. Let me read this. Oh, boy. That's the Spirit, man. The Spirit had me go up a couple of verses, because I just mentioned this. Yeah, so this reads, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, save the Lord. And also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and it shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, save the Lord. No man shall abide there, and neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. So when we look at the prime minister as well, what I can also include and say is that this is all symbolic. This is kind of symbolic, to say the least. Okay? This is nothing more than a glimpse on how the Lord is able to take a man like this down with a disease, with such pride and arrogancy, which is the true spirit of these Edomites anyway. All right? And he's gonna be, and like I said, I believe he's gonna stick around, because again, the Lord ain't done with these niggas yet. All right. Yeah, the Most High might mess with them here and there, but the Lord ain't done with them, because he's gonna use them to fulfill his purpose, and that is to bring themselves down till they're nothing by this third woe, which is about to be. So yeah, I said what I had to say on this. I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai Bashim Rakah Akwadash. And with that, I am out. Shalom.